Job search and application phase is quite tiresome and it keeps you really busy. But once you've sent out a bulk number of applications or gone through a series of interviews, now it's time to wait. Whether that's waiting to hear about the interviews or about the final decision from the companies, you tend to feel like you have nothing to do but wait. All of a sudden you have this empty time in your hands and it feels like it just doesn't pass by. If you're unsure of what to do while you wait, I'm going to share some useful tips that you can do in the meantime to support your personal and professional growth, as well as to have some fun while you wait. So if you're in job search mode and you want to make better use of your time while you get that job that is likely going to keep you too busy to care about any of these things that we're going to talk about in this video, then stay tuned. I think these are going to be really helpful. This is exactly what I would be doing if I was in job search mode and if I did not currently have a full-time job that I was working on. Without further ado, let's get started and make that plan for you. First thing I want to get across is that I know that job search phase is not the most pleasant of all times, and you're likely feeling a lot of stress as well because you're maybe under the time pressure or you want to just get out of this situation and finally get that job. But I want you to know that this is a temporary period in your life and this is going to pass just like anything else in life. But it's this sweet time before a full-time job actually comes into your life and fills up more than 40 hours of your week every single week for probably the rest of your life until you retire. Soon enough, you're gonna get that job and you're likely not even going to have the time to scratch your head, or you're maybe even going to start missing this time that you are having right now with this job search phase. This is where I wanted to start off with. This is your awareness note, a reminder to take advantage of your time and create a plan that is going to make you feel happy and keep you busy while you wait. All right, now on to the action steps. The first couple of points that I'm going to talk about are more so focused on personal and professional growth and learning, but then we'll also come to the fun part as well because we cannot miss out on that. Anyway, so the second tip that I want to give you is to take online courses. If you're not currently taking courses, there are so many platforms out there that offer free courses or paid, but like at a very, very minimum price that are very reachable. There are so many platforms that you can go to for these online courses. I do have a couple of videos. One is specifically on HubSpot Academy courses on my channel, which I will either link over here or in the description box below. And there's also another one that is more comprehensive. It does touch upon HubSpot Academy, but it also talks about the best free and paid course platforms or course options, but it's more so focused on digital marketing. So just a reminder on that. But if you're not a digital marketer and if you stumbled across this video because you are in the job search phase, then there are still so many platforms like Skillshare, Udemy, Brilliant, Coursera, and so much more that you can find courses in your area of interest or area of expertise. I will link that HubSpot Academy and the other digital marketing courses video that I made for digital marketers watching this video. But for any other profession, you can still check out those other course platforms and make use of this time by actually filling it up with an online course to still continue that learning phase and building your resume in the meantime. Next suggestion is to volunteer or intern. This can also be called an apprenticeship. This is going to be such a great use of your time while you wait to hear back from the companies. Remember, doing this is going to strengthen your resume and help you build some new skills in the meantime. So this is going to be all around a win-win situation for you. So I highly suggest looking into this, especially if you think that your resume is not good enough, or there maybe potentially you're not hearing back from employers, or there is a potential that you're not good enough for the roles that you're applying for. Then this is going to be an extra leverage that you can put on your resume and also talk about during the interviews as a point of conversation as your expertise or experience level. So if you sign up for a platform like Acadium, which is only focused on digital marketing, but I'm sure there are other platforms similar to Acadium for other professional areas as well. So if you sign up for a platform like this, you're likely going to have the chance to work with a mentor, learn one-on-one, and gain experience that you can just add to your resume. You can, again, like mention in your interviews and have as another leverage point. I actually talked about Acadium several times before on the channel, so if you are interested, if you are a marketer, aspiring marketer watching this video and you're asking yourself what the hell is Acadium, then I'm gonna suggest you to go and check check out those videos. And I'm going to also leave a link in the description if you consider signing up, and I highly suggest you do if you feel like you need some more experience in digital marketing and if you want some mentorship in digital marketing. Having a mentor, working with someone one-on-one, doing an internship, volunteering to get that experience, this is going to be such a great use of your time. The next suggestion is to make a learning plan. This is actually one of my favorite ones and something that is pretty much underestimated. So here's what I mean. This is your time to build an intentional list of resources that you want to follow to learn on a regular basis. You can create Twitter lists of people and accounts in your space that you can learn from. You can create bookmarks of websites and resources that you want to regularly check for new content and to stay up to date on, I don't know, news, trends, articles, blog posts, videos, whatever they can be. Create a bookmark of those resources, create a bookmarks list of those resources on your browser so that you can check it regularly, and you also save time while you want to check that. And you also don't need to think about which resource did I not check yesterday, I don't remember the name, etc. So you don't have to deal with remembering people, remembering websites, accounts, lists, whatever. You make those lists for yourself and you basically save yourself some time in the future, because these are going to be the resources that you go to on a regular basis to learn from, and you want to be efficient with your time. Another example is creating another bookmarks list of people's LinkedIn URL profiles that you want to regularly engage with, you want to follow their content, and you want to be in their network. So you can make a list of those people's LinkedIn URLs so that every single day, maybe you allocate 10 to 15 minutes every morning or every afternoon, and you go to your LinkedIn URLs bookmarks list and you open those people's profiles, check if they have new content, engage with their content, comment, share, whatever you want to do. How your strategy is, I don't know, but this is a very good way to build your network, to increase your visibility on those platforms, and to also learn from these people as well if they are creators that or thought leaders that you want to follow on a regular basis. So these are all, I guess, sub-action items that you can do as a part of your learning plan. Oh, one more thing, you can also sign up for newsletters and unsubscribe from the newsletters that you've signed up previously back in the day that you no longer get value from. Make sure that you get those newsletters in your inbox if you find them really helpful. While we're on the topic, I want to interrupt the list for a moment because I want to share my favorite newsletter with you, as it's so worth subscribing. Marketing Brew is a free email newsletter and a fantastic resource to stay up to date with the latest stories that are shaping the marketing and advertising space. Before coming across and signing up for Marketing Brew, I had actually given up following any marketing industry news altogether because I really dislike hopping from one source to another and scrolling on for minutes to find relevant stories, relevant articles that were written in an engaging, enjoyable way. Marketing Brew puts everything in one place and delivers it right into your inbox. I mean, how convenient, right? It's delivered to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. And what I really like about it is that I can get up to speed in just 5 minutes on hot topics in digital marketing, social media, brand marketing, product marketing, and a lot more. Plus, I love the fun and engaging language, which makes even complex topics easier to understand. One of the latest articles that I really enjoyed explore the topic of whether or not marketing roles need to require college degrees, which is one of the hottest topics that we regularly discuss on this channel, and one I'm also seeing more conversations on the topic pop up on my LinkedIn and Twitter feed lately. Does education have a direct impact on the knowledge you bring to a job, or whether requiring college degrees is an inclusive policy to have in place are key questions that we need to spend some time thinking. Honestly, I can't see any reason to not subscribe to the Marketing Brew if you are interested in marketing news. It takes less than 15 seconds to sign up, and you're gonna get really useful information delivered right into your inbox. So if you are convinced, then you can find the sign up link in the description box below. Anyway, the point with the learning plan is to be intentional with who you follow, who you want to follow on a regular basis, who you want to learn from, and to basically do that work up front of creating lists and making that learning plan for yourself, so that when it is the time of your day to allocate to learning, you have all those resources ready at your hand, available, and you can just open and start learning without losing any time. So have those resources listed, saved somewhere, however you prefer them to be, and allocate a certain number of hours every single day to your learning and growth. Before I forget, I need to add something. For digital marketers watching this video, I do have a detailed video on the channel that will be over here and the description box below on the topic of how to learn marketing by creating a learning plan. That goes into the details of how you can structure your learning plan. I think the approach is still applicable for other people that are not marketers as well, but if you are a marketer, I highly do suggest you check out that video. And on to the next point, which is starting a side hustle or doing freelance works. This is something I talk about quite a lot because I really believe in learning by doing. If you don't jump in the water, you're not going to learn how to swim. So you have to learn by experimenting, trial and error. You have to be challenged, and you have to learn from mistakes and optimize your processes and change your steps. And starting a side hustle or a passion project is the best way to experiment, to do trial and error, and to learn from your mistakes and grow along the way. If you have no idea what to do at all, and if you're into marketing, then I do have a couple of videos where I shared a bunch of side hustle, side project ideas for marketers that anyone can do with zero experience, zero network probably as well. So if you're interested, I am going to share those links in the description box below. I think they are going to be really useful, and I will link one of them right here on the top of the screen as well. But if you're not into marketing and you want to get ideas on side hustles, then just go into YouTube search and type in side hustles. You're going to see so many videos from other creators that are pretty good. You can get inspired anywhere and everywhere, so do take advantage of that. But side hustles or taking up freelance work is a great way to make use of your time as well. Next suggestion is to learn and practice networking. I know this is intimidating. I just made a video on networking last week actually, and I told about the story of how intimidated I felt and my approach to marketing when I was just starting out, especially when I was quite fresh as a professional. I had no idea what networking was and how it would benefit me. And to be honest, to this day, I'm still learning and I'm still practicing to be better at it. But I mean, you have this time right now if you're in job search mode, right? Take advantage of this time by learning how to be better at this skill, because this is going to be something you can benefit from throughout the rest of your life. And it's not something easy, especially if you are a little bit introverted, if you're unsure how to do it, if you just don't know where to begin with networking. It can really feel intimidating. So take this time as an opportunity to learn more about it. You can take courses, you can watch videos, you can watch the previous video that I made for this channel. I think that is quite useful as well. And if you don't know where to begin, then start by taking a course, start by consuming some content that other creators have created around networking to improve your skills, and then go ahead and practice it. My seventh tip is actually looking at your own digital presence. So are there any social media accounts or websites or portfolios that you created back in the day and they are in desperate need of a revision or an update? So this is the time to take a look at all your digital presence. If there are some accounts that you created back in the day when you were in middle school, or if there are accounts that you no longer use and will no longer use, then go ahead, delete those. This is your cleanse, like this digital clutter, not clutter. This is your cleanse, your digital declutter opportunity to clarify, to kind of tighten up your digital presence. If your LinkedIn account needs a new bio, then write that new bio. These are like those tasks that we always leave to the very last, the very bottom of our to-do list, and they just kind of end up being in this, black hole once we actually are very busy with full-time jobs. So if you do have time right now, do this, and your future self will definitely thank you for doing this right now. do that declutter, remove those accounts, update the ones that are important and relevant to you. And now we're on to the fun part. Yay! So as I said in the beginning, I wanted you to be aware that this is a temporary period. Yes, do focus on your learning and development and growth, but also don't forget to have fun, because you're not going to have this much time in your hands to actually waste, to get bored, to be creative, to do nothing. And this is a privilege to have. This is a luxury to have. If you can believe it, you're actually going to believe it once you get the full-time job, and you're going to have significantly less time to be bored and do whatever you want. So this is your time to go to the gym, to have a health plan, to work on your health, to do cooking, baking, see your family and friends, to dive into your books list, read on for hours and hours, watch the TV shows, catch up on the films that you wanted that were on your wish list for a while. Give yourself the space to be bored, because I truly believe that creativity is actually something that sparks from boredom. When we keep ourselves busy 24/7, we no longer have that mental space to be creative. This is just a personal opinion, and so this is something I am currently working on intentionally, to give myself space to be bored and to be creative. So this is your time to do all of that and to basically just have fun, keep your spirits up, stay calm, and enjoy this period. Even though it may not seem to be very enjoyable to you right now, I assure you that you can make the best of it. I hope this video was helpful for you, and hopefully you took something that you can either take action on, or that gives you something to think about, or gave you something to smile about. I'm also extremely happy if I've been able to cause that for you. And that's a wrap from me. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on marketing, career, and work life. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.